connect to the server.
Did I do that? I guess somebody
Yes,
else.
Dada. Yes, please.
I didn't do that. I mean, I didn't intentionally do that. Hold on just a second. I need to get something. Okay. So let me explain the song to you. Janame, Janame means Janam is a birth. It's a poetic word. Normally the word in Bangla, in Bengali, would be Janma. So you have Janmastami and Janmadin. It means birthday. But
yes,
if you talk about births, it also has a common meaning, which is a lifetime, an entire lifetime. The perspective is, if I'm born, I lived a life. I'm born again, I'm born again, I'm born again. And in Bengali poetry, poetic words are often made when two joined consonants are separated as if they were two separate ones. So the normal word is janma, but it becomes jannam. You put an A in between the N and the M, which are normally together. So that's a poetic way of saying from birth to birth, or from lifetime to lifetime, or for many lifetimes. Ami, I, Chechi have wanted, Tomare, you, Priyo, beloved, my beloved. Balo basho, kina basho, whether you love or not, balo basho, you love. He is a question mark, na basho, or don't love. Johnny na, to me amare. I don't know if you love me, if you to me. I don't know if you love me. Tomar majei madurata. In your midst, in your presence, in you is madurata, sweetness. And when you put the I at the end of a word like majei, it means in you only, or in your midst only is sweetness. Everybody understands my English, by the way?
Yes.
If anyone has a problem, just ask. Shopneri madakota. Shopna is a dream. So my dreamy, my dreams. Again, you see that I at the end of an adjective, but often when Baba does that, it doesn't just mean only, it also can mean my. So in my dreams, madakota, madak is like wine, and madakota is like the intoxicating power of that dream. Jivaneri iti kota are my life's, my jivan, my existence. Iti kota, it means history, or the records of my existence, the chronicles. Nache tomai, dance. Tomai gire gire, all around you, round and round and round you. Teiko nako, ardure. Teko means do not stay. It's second person. You please don't stay, or you do not stay. It's a command form of the verb taka. Nako, don't stay ardure any longer far away. Esho moner antapure. Please come into my mind's. Antapur is if you have a house and inside the house there's a room that's very much within it and better protected. That's the antapur. In Muslim culture, it's called, anybody know what that room is called?
No, Dada.
Not hearing any quick answers. Look, don't worry, there's no wrong answers. You could make a mistake. But it's called a harem. Harem. Harem doesn't mean all the women that are living there. It just means that room, which is very well protected, because you know the person with many wives, he'll want to keep them safe and protected.
Okay. Yes.
So in Bengali, the word is antapur. Harem is another way of describing it. Come into my mind's most innermost, sight, innermost place. Teko sate, remain with me. Sate, with. Chira tore, forever. Chira, means forever, and tore, for all time. Gane, sure, with many songs. Gan is a song. Sur is a melody in many melodies. Okay, so that's the meaning of this song. Now, it has an interesting melody. Let's listen to it. I hope you can hear from my computer okay. Try to sing along.
তোমার মাঝে মধুরতা স্বপ্নের মতো কথা তোমার মাঝে মধুরতা স্বপ্নের মতো কথা জীবনের আছে তোমায় ধীরে চেয়েছি কেউ তোমার চেয়েছি কেউ তোমার না গো আর দূরে এসুমনির অন্ত তুলে দেখো না তুমি ঘুরে এসুমনির অন্ত তুলে এত ছাড়ি চিরতরে গানে গানে সুরে সুরে চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমায় জনমে আমি চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমায় ভালোবাসো কি ভালোবাসো জানি না তুমি আমার চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমায় জনমে জনমে আমি চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমারে চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমারে চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমারে
Okay. I don't know how that sounded.
Yeah, the sound was okay. We could listen to the singer, to the prabhat sangit, but the sound was not so good.
The sound
But we could
quality
follow.
wasn't that
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Okay.
but we could follow.
Is there any way to improve the audio quality? Set up professional audio in audio settings. I have no idea what that would do. Hello. Hello.
So when you do the sharing,
Yeah.
Guru Vatizia is saying when you do the sharing, it
Yeah.
should be associated with your microphone also.
Sharing should be associated with the microphone also.
Yep.
It's not sharing the microphone now.
Yes, I can listen to you. It means your microphone is on, quite on.
Share screen, full screen mode, optimize scale to fit, side by side, share individual. Share my screen and automatically share desktop, show all. Doesn't seem to give a or you can play the song on you. Well, no, that won't work.
Dadaji, you wanted to repeat the song or another one?
We could repeat the song, but if you can't, if it doesn't sound good, if the audio doesn't sound good, that's not very, very nice. Is it?
Sister Guru Vati, please, can you say to Dada what do you mean by sharing the microphone as well?
Namaskar, Dada.
Sky?
Yes, when you start sharing your screen,
Yes.
You have to go to, I don't know, actually, wait.
Oh, share sound. I see something that says share sound.
Share sound, and normally it should improve the sound.
Okay. Okay, let me try that then.
Okay.
Let's see if it sounds better. Tell me if it sounds better.
Yes, the sound is quite loud, yes.
জনমে জনমে আমি চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমারি ভালোবাসো ভালোবাসো জানি না তুমি আমারি চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমারি জনমে জনমে আমি চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমারি তোমার মাঝে মধুরতা স্বপ্নেরই মাদকতা তোমার মাঝে মধুরতা স্বপ্নেরই মাদকতা জীবনেরই ইতি কথা নাচে তোমায় ঘিরে ঘিরে চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমারি জনমে জনমে আমি চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমারি থেকো না গো আর দূরে এসো মনের অন্তপুরে থেকো না গো আর দূরে এসো মনের অন্তপুরে থেকো সাথে চিরতরে গানে গানে সুরে সুরে চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমারি জনমে জনমে আমি চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমারি ভালোবাসো কি না বাসো জানি না তুমি আমারি চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমারি জনমে জনমে আমি চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমারি চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমারি চেয়েছি প্রিয় তোমারি
So that was better?
Far better, yes.
Okay. Anyway, so can we start?
Yes, Dadaji.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. The question that I always like to start with is, what is prabhat sangeet? And there are many ways to answer that question, and there are no wrong answers, no right answers. So you don't have to worry that you'll say something stupid or even wrong. Well, I guess there could be wrong answers. I'm not going to say there aren't any wrong answers, but I mean, if you say they're the songs of Mao Zedong, you'd be wrong. But it's pretty safe question. So anybody have any opinions about what is prabhat sangeet?
Donc, so that I'm going to translate, please. Alors, je commence toujours la conférence en demandant qu'est-ce que les prabhat sangeet? Qu'est-ce que le prabhat sangeet? Donc, j'aimerais que vous répondiez. Il n'y a pas de réponse mais absolue, donc vraie ou fausse, mais j'aimerais votre participation à ce niveau. Qu'est-ce que vous entendez par prabhat sangeet? Vous pouvez ouvrir le micro, Dada est là.
Namaskar.
Namaskar, Param Shiva.
Namaskar.
Yes. Namaskar.
Bon, on peut répondre là.
Oui.
La réponse que nous donnons, c'est celle qu'on nous a donnée hein, quand on apprenait le prabhat sangeet, c'était les chansons d'une aube nouvelle. Voilà. Une traduction primaire, quoi.
Okay. So for Brother Paramashiva, Prabhat Sangeet means songs of the new dawn.
Okay.
Une autre personne? Please kindly open your mic and the Dada is there to listen, please.
Namaskar.
Kewal Kumar, namaskar.
Selon moi, bon, tel que l'a dit Baba, le prabhat sangeet signifie les chants de la nouvelle aurore.
Okay,
Voilà.
merci. So he says basically the same thing, songs of a new dawn. D'autres personnes? Other persons, please kindly open your microphone. D'autres intervenants?
All right. If I wait like this, I'll fall asleep because it's an hour later for me than in France and God
Okay.
knows than where. But
Donc, Dada va poursuivre. Yes, Dadaji, please.
But look, technically, Prabhat Sangeet means songs of Prabhat. In
Donc,
Indian
techniquement, le
tradition,
Prabhat Sangeet signifie les chansons de Prabhat.
in the Indian tradition, if somebody, some great saint or some great poet or some great anything gives a collection of songs, it's listed as, like their songs with their names. So you get Mira Bhajan, the bhajans, the songs of Mirabai, or Rabindra Sangeet, the songs of Rabindranath Tagore. And all the collections of songs are simply with names like that. So technically, the actual meaning of Prabhat Sangeet is the songs of Prabhat, referring to Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar.
Okay.
That Prabhat actually happens to mean dawn is just, I can't say coincidental, but irrelevant. Rabindranath, the word Rabi means sun. And Rabindranath is the controller of the sun or the king of the sun or whatever. And it doesn't mean that. It just means the songs of Rabindranath, of Rabindranath Tagore. And this just simply means the songs of Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar. But that wasn't really what I was asking.
Donc, dans la tradition indienne, lorsqu'il y a quelqu'un qui fait un recueil de chansons, alors ce recueil prend son nom. par exemple, nous avons le cas de Mira, et donc qui a pris son nom par les chansons. Il y a aussi le cas de Rabindranath Tagore que vous connaissez, donc il y a les Rabindranath Sangeet. Donc, pour Dada, Prabhat Sangeet signifie le recueil de chansons de Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar. Donc, voilà. Please, Dada.
Also, I should mention that the word prabhat means morning, dawn, daybreak. It does not mean new morning or new dawn.
Donc, je voudrais insister que le mot prabhat ne veut pas seulement dire l'aube, ça veut aussi dire le matin, mais il n'y a aucun terme exclusif à ce niveau.
So that songs of the new dawn stuff is just marketing, just advertising, just somebody's idea about what we'll call Prabhat Sangeet in Banglit. Sorry, I'm speaking a little Hebrew on you. It's just not right. It's just...
So, OK. Alors, donc, c'est vraiment irrelevant parce que si nous disons que les Prabhat Sangeet, c'est les chansons de la matinée ou c'est les chansons de la nouvelle dawn, c'est pas véritablement correct.
Sorry, I said there won't be any wrong answers, but it's a little bit like translating Prabhat as Mao Zedong, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. OK. Donc, au départ, j'ai dit que, mais exprimez-vous, il n'y aura pas de réponse incorrecte. Mais là où nous sommes en ce moment, si vous dites que les Prabhat Sangeet, c'est les chansons de Mao Zedong, donc ça sera incorrect. Alors, de la même façon, voilà, c'est ça, Dada est en train d'amener un peu de nuance.
But I was really thinking more in terms of what do we have with Prabhat Sangeet? What is Prabhat Sangeet for us, for the world, for Margis?
Donc, qu'est-ce que nous avons, qu'est-ce que les Prabhat Sangeet représentent pour nous? Qu'est-ce que les Prabhat Sangeet apportent à nous? Quelle est la signification profonde des Prabhat Sangeet pour nous, une fois de plus?
Why is it interesting for Margis, spiritualists, to want to learn Prabhat Sangeet or to understand Prabhat Sangeet better?
Donc, pourquoi est-il important pour les Margis de comprendre, ou pour les spirituels de comprendre et de vouloir étudier en profondeur les Prabhat Sangeet?
You know, perhaps you've heard somebody say that Baba came to this planet as Taraka Brahma 2 times before. One says Shiva some 7,000 years ago. One says Krishna 3,500 years ago, and now as Sri Sri Anandamurti or Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar in the 20th century.
Donc peut-être vous avez certainement écouté que cette entité suprême là que nous appelons Taraka Brahma est arrivée sur cette terre déjà 2 fois, une fois sous la forme que nous connaissons de Shiva, Sadashiva, une autre forme de Krishna, et au XXe siècle, celui que nous connaissons par Shri Anandamurti ou Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar.
Anybody has heard that?
Est-ce que quelqu'un a déjà entendu parler de ça?
Just me?
Yes. Yes, obviously.
I don't know what stories go around, today, because, I came so long ago. I'm like, already in ancient history. But we
Yes.
knew that.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
it's not written in any book, and it's not a matter of philosophy. Even the concept of Taraka Brahma, it's almost not philosophy. It's more of a devotional sentiment. We can't, you can't prove it. If I tell you that in my last life, and I will not tell you that, but if I tell you in my last life, like thousands of other people say I was Jesus Christ, I don't know why people like it, because I'm not very impressed with the fellow. But if I were to say that, I can't prove it, and you can't disprove it. So Baba never made a thing about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Donc, quand vous avez certainement entendu parler de plusieurs histoires autour de Taraka Brahma, etc., etc. Donc, ce concept n'est pas un concept philosophique, il est plutôt un concept dévotionnel. Et en tant que concept dévotionnel, il est très, très difficile de l'explorer ou de l'expliquer sur un plan purement matériel. Alors, si les gens disent que moi, dada Abhydevananda, j'étais Jésus dans la vie passée, oui, c'est des rumeurs. Est-ce que je peux le prouver? Non, mais est-ce que je peux le nier d'une autre façon? Je dirais non également. Alors, c'est la même chose. Baba n'a pas donné beaucoup d'importance sur cet aspect de Taraka Brahma. Please, Dada.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My French, my Francais is not what it used to be. So I hope you told them I'm not saying that. I don't like the fellow. You know?
Yes, yes.
Okay. But still, for me personally, when I was with Baba, it was always a very real thing for me. I mean, in my mind, it wasn't even a question that Baba was Shiva, Baba was Krishna, and then there's Baba. I used to ask myself, well, who was the greater? Was it Shiva? Was it Krishna? Was it Baba? I used to wonder about that. Anyway, you want to translate?
Donc, je me suis toujours posé la question, quand j'étais avec Baba, il n'y avait aucun doute dans mon esprit que Baba était Shiva ou Baba était Krishna et Baba était lui-même. Alors, mais je me posais toujours la question, qui est le meilleur ou qui est le plus grand entre ces trois entités-là? Yes, please, Dada.
So one time I met Baba in prison, and I met him actually many times in prison, but one time Baba started playing with me, and it wasn't always very pleasant, I should say. Baba started looking, Baba would be lying on his bed, on his wooden cot, and he'd be staring me in the eyes, just inches away, and smiling sometimes, but that look was so powerful. And he starts out by telling me, I don't want to criticize, and it's not right to criticize, and we should not criticize. And, when Baba is speaking like that, I'm thinking two things. One, people always criticize me because I criticize too much. And two, Baba's about to criticize me. So I'm feeling really, very nervous at that stage.
OK. So, donc, oui, la question que nous nous sommes posée au départ, c'est qui était le plus grand. Alors, j'ai rencontré Baba plusieurs fois lorsqu'il était en prison. Et une fois en particulier, Baba était là, couché sur son lit, et Baba m'observait. Parfois, il était en train presque de faire un jeu. Parfois, il n'était pas très, très plaisant et il regardait directement dans mes yeux. Et parfois, Baba disait, euh, je, je n'aime pas, je ne voudrais pas critiquer. Nous ne devons pas critiquer. Alors, quand Baba disait cela, je me faisais un peu quelques idées dans ma tête en disant que certainement, Baba est en train de vouloir me donner une leçon. Est-ce que je devrais répondre à la critique des gens ou est-ce que je devrais me préparer à la critique que Baba devrait me faire dans peu de temps? Yes, Dada, please.
So then Baba would say, it's not good to criticize. We shouldn't criticize. And you know what's coming next. But it was different. Baba would then say, but Baba would say, it's not good to criticize, but I have to say this thing because it's true.
Mm-hmm.
But we should not criticize. And he'd go in a loop like that. It's not good to criticize. I don't want to criticize. It's not good to criticize, but it's a fact, so I have to say it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there'd be a pause.
Et donc, Baba,
again, the loop.
yeah, et Baba répétait sans fin que oui, c'est pas bien de critiquer, mais vous voyez, tu vois, il y a des choses incorrectes que je dois absolument dire. Et Baba continue à répéter la même série, la même chose. Et yeah, on continue. Yes, Dada, please.
So every time Baba would go through that loop, I would start feeling smaller and smaller and smaller. And really, when I was just like a piece of dust on the floor there, then Baba said, it's not good to criticize. We should not criticize. And this time he didn't say, but it's a fact. He said, our ancestors. We should not criticize our ancestors. Whoa.
OK. Donc,
When Baba said that.
Alors, Baba a continué à parler comme une espèce, oui, en boucle, et il répétait toujours la même chose. Et subitement, Baba s'arrête, il dit, oui, nous ne devons pas critiquer. Et Baba s'arrête d'un coup, il dit, nous ne devons pas critiquer les ancêtres.
When Baba said ancestors, I took a deep breath. I sat back up and felt much better because I knew I wasn't yet an ancestor. And whoa! Then Baba
Alors,
said,
je me suis, quand Baba a dit ne pas critiquer les ancêtres, je me suis senti très, très soulagé parce que, évidemment, je ne suis pas encore un ancêtre. Et donc, je me suis dit, c'est sûr que Baba n'allait pas me critiquer. Yes, please, Dada.
Then Baba gave the criticism. He said, but they did not do their complete duty.
Alors, et Baba a continué avec une critique. Il dit, ils n'ont pas assouvi leur devoir.
Well, Baba had just tortured me so badly. I felt like I should get some revenge. So I said, Baba, okay, but what about Shiva and Krishna?
OK. Donc, je me suis dit, mais Baba m'a suffisamment torturé. Et donc, il fallait que je dise quelque chose. Alors, je lui ai demandé, Baba, dans ce cas, quelle a été la situation de Shiva et de Krishna?
Baba laughed. Well, you couldn't really upset Baba, but he laughed. He thought it was funny. He said they did something, of course, but they did not do their complete duty. They did not do their complete duty.
Alors, Baba a pris ça d'une façon légère, il a souri et il répond à Dada que oui, ils ont fait quelque chose, mais ils n'ont pas complètement je dirais, assouvi à leur devoir.
Complete duty.
Yeah.
Then Baba's voice became very tantric, you know, very like the whole universe was shaking when he spoke. He said, I want to see sufficient change in every sphere of human existence while I am still in physical form. He's lying in prison. He's been fasting for 3 or 4 years. You know, his family has left him. His mission is banned. And Baba says, I want to see sufficient change in every sphere of human existence while I am still in physical form.
Donc, Baba était là couché sur son lit. Il était déjà en train de faire le jeûne pendant 3 ou 4 ans. Et le voilà qui dit subitement, je veux qu'il y ait un changement dans la sphère existentielle humaine pendant que je suis encore dans ce corps physique.
All right, so let's go back to Shiva 7,000 years ago.
Donc, repartons en arrière un peu. Shiva, 7000 ans auparavant.
Shiva introduced the music scale, what we call do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. It was a different scale. I mean, it was a different bunch of names, sa, ra, pa, ma, like that, but it was the same octave, the same 7 notes, you know, ending with this, you know, the first note again, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do again. That was all given by Shiva 7,000 years ago.
Donc, revenons à Shiva. Donc, c'est celui qui a créé les premières ou les notes musicales que nous connaissons aujourd'hui sous la forme de l'octave, de Ré, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si, Do. Et donc, il y a 7 notes et puis il y a la première qui est répétée à la fin pour faire l'octave. Yes, Dada, please.
Shiva also taught some songs, but who knows what they were, you know, it's lost very quickly in time.
Donc, il a également enseigné des chansons, mais qui se sont rapidement perdues.
Then came Krishna 3,500 years later.
Et puis, Krishna, il y a 3500 ans.
Krishna played a flute, so obviously he had some melodies that he was playing. But, I mean, do we know what any of those melodies are?
Alors, Krishna, il jouait beaucoup de la flûte, donc ça veut dire qu'il avait beaucoup de mélodies qu'il accompagnait bien sûr avec la flûte. Mais est-ce que nous connaissons même un tout petit peu certaines de ces mélodies?
Then there's Baba. He's the last in the line, and he's doing his complete duty. And at the end of his life, he gives us more than 5,000 songs.
Donc, et puis, il y a Baba. Alors, il fait son devoir d'une façon, d'une façon complète. Et à la fin, il nous donne encore plus de 5000 chansons.
And there's a chance that we may actually keep most of them or a lot of them, not just the words, but also the melodies. Some of it we've managed to preserve.
Donc, il y a beaucoup de chances que nous puissions préserver beaucoup de ces chansons, non pas seulement les paroles, mais également la mélodie en soi.
We can say that Prabhat Sangeet is the summation, the total, the summary of everything that Baba gave in his life, or we can say that it is the summary, the summation of everything in that whole line of spirituality, starting with Shiva and followed up with Krishna and then Baba. It is a
Donc,
huge thing.
on pourrait également dire que les Prabhat Sangeet de Baba constituent une espèce de sommaire de sa philosophie. Ce sommaire de la philosophie que nous pourrons retracer l'origine depuis Shiva, passer par Krishna et enfin par lui-même Baba.
No, not just philosophy.
Mhm.
Not just philosophy.
Oui,
Philosophy, Baba
pas
did a
seulement
lot
la
of philosophy.
philosophie. Yeah.
It's beyond philosophy.
OK. Pas
It's
seulement de la philosophie pure, mais au-delà de la philosophie.
it's life. It's how we live, how we look at the world.
Mhm.
It's the new human being. You know, we don't refer to neo-humanism as philosophy. It is philosophy. Humanism is a philosophy, but it goes beyond philosophy to a whole way of looking at the universe.
Mhm. Donc, les Prabhat Sangeet, là, c'est pas seulement, c'est beaucoup plus au-delà de la philosophie. C'est une manière de vivre, c'est une espèce de façon de voir la vie. C'est l'être humain. Quand nous parlons de nouvel humanisme, c'est pas seulement un concept philosophique, c'est un concept de vie que nous vivons et qui nous fait transcender mais les différents concepts jusqu'à embrasser l'univers en entier.
You know, if you
Please, Dada.
hear a very catchy song on the radio or something, and all day long you're just, you know, that melody is going on in your mind over and over again. Sometimes you're humming it, sometimes you're singing it. So you might even change the words a little bit. Music is not philosophy, and the lyrics of a song are not philosophy. It's the very rhythm of life.
Donc, vous pouvez écouter de la musique séculaire venant d'une chaîne de radio toute la journée, vous a fredonné, et puis voilà, parfois vous pouvez même changer les mots. Et donc, la musique, c'est pas seulement de la philosophie, c'est le rythme de la vie.
But as I said from the beginning, it's very hard to describe what is Prabhat Sangeet. It's almost as hard to describe what is Prabhat Sangeet as it is to describe who is Baba or something like that. It's a very difficult question, very naughty.
Donc, au départ, comme je l'ai spécifié, il est difficile de donner une définition correcte ou définitive de ce qu'on appelle Prabhat Sangeet. Et yes, Dada, please.
But if you want to know Baba, then you also need to know his Prabhat Sangeet, his songs.
Donc, si vous désirez connaître Baba, vous devez avoir également ce désir de connaître ses chansons, les Prabhat Sangeet.
We have spiritual practices. You know, we use water after we urinate. Very mechanical. But this is sort of a whole, it's the essence of mantra. It's what life is about, Prabhat Sangeet.
Donc, nous avons les pratiques spirituelles. Just a second, there's someone, I have to mute.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So there is, okay. Donc, nous avons nos pratiques spirituelles. Mais après avoir uriné, nous utilisons de l'eau d'une façon systématique et parfois même mécanique. Donc, cela, c'est l'essence, c'est comme si c'était un mantra, c'est l'essence même de la vie.
And yes, surely there's a lot of philosophy that's contained within Prabhat Sangeet, but none of it is, well, most of it is not presented in a like you would get it in a philosophy class. It comes through inferences. It comes in with a lot of imagery. It's poetry.
Donc, évidemment, il y a de la philosophie dans les prabhat sangeet, mais cette philosophie n'est pas étalée de la même façon que la philosophie ordinaire. Cette philosophie dans les prabhat sangeet vient sous la forme de déduction, sous la forme d'inférence, sous la forme d'image, d'imagerie, mais sous la forme poétique. Alors, oui, c'est cela que nous allons comprendre comme mais philosophie dans les prabhat sangeet. Yes, Dada?
Baba was, well, you can imagine it. The God who created this whole universe and who's directing a huge drama would also naturally be a great storyteller. And Baba was the best at telling stories. And so a lot of prabhat sangeet, a lot of the songs, they tell a story. Not all of them, but many. You can imagine a whole story there, a whole movie, a whole drama. And there are stories there. There are attitudes expressed, like the one that we sang at the beginning, Janame Janame Ami, for lifetimes. For lifetimes. This is what's going on, and now what? You're talking in many, I would say perhaps in most of prabhat sangeet, we are talking to Parama Purusha. We are talking to Baba. Baba is talking with us, or we are talking with him. And it's a conversation with Baba. And so prabhat sangeet also becomes a type of sadhana, a type of spiritual practice, a type of dhyana where you're interacting with Baba.
OK. Donc, en résumé, vous connaissez Parama Purusha, Baba, c'est le créateur de ce grand univers. Mais en même temps, Baba, c'est un dramaturge d'un niveau exceptionnel. Alors, Baba, vous connaissez des gens qui racontent des histoires, mais il n'y en a pas qui racontent des histoires plus mieux que Baba. Alors, les prabhat sangeet également, c'est comme si Parama Purusha vous racontait des histoires. Les prabhat sangeet également, c'est une espèce d'enseignement d'attitude, comment nous devons vivre notre vie. Les prabhat sangeet également, c'est une espèce de conversation. Nous parlons avec Baba, nous parlons avec Parama Purusha. Et dans cette circonstance de cette conversation avec Parama Purusha, les prabhat sangeet deviennent donc une espèce de sadhana, une espèce de dhyana, une espèce de communication fluide et régulière entre la conscience suprême et nous et la conscience suprême. Please, Dada.
And so prabhat sangeet will surely make your spiritual life much richer. But for that, you will need to have a sense, at least some understanding of what the song actually means.
Donc, les prabhat sangeet vous enrichisseront énormément. Mais pour ce faire, nous devons connaître un tout petit peu leur signification.
Otherwise, if you don't know the meaning, you have the melody, fine, but and you may actually like the melody, which I have to say that when Baba started giving Prabhat Sangeet, the music of Ananda Marga became, what can I say, 100 times better. We had been singing to Baba the bhajans that we had created, and they were, well, we didn't know better, and we thought they were okay. But when Baba gave Prabhat Sangeet, it just became so much sweeter. And that was just the melodies alone. But when you know the meaning of the words, it takes you completely to another realm.
Donc, dans ces chansons, évidemment, vous pouvez ne pas comprendre la signification dans son entièreté, mais également, il y a la mélodie. La mélodie est entraînante. Auparavant, on chantait juste des bhajans pour Baba et cela était... on était content, juste parce que c'était tout ce que nous avions. Mais lorsque Baba a introduit les Prabhat Sangeet, vraiment, c'était une dimension complètement différente. Et c'était complètement satisfaisant pour nous au niveau dévotionnel. Yes, Dada, please.
So in my opinion, it's very, very important to have good translations of Prabhat Sangeet in your own language, in the languages that people understand. And sadly, that work is really just beginning now.
Donc, il est vraiment important d'avoir, pour cet effet, des très, très bonnes traductions des Prabhat Sangeet dans la langue ou dans les langues que vous percevez mieux. Alors, malheureusement, ce travail est un travail ardu qui n'est qu'à son début.
So anyone have any questions? I was a long talk about what I think Prabhat Sangeet is.
Yeah. Donc, est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un qui a des questions? J'ai beaucoup parlé, mais je voudrais vous écouter également. Vous pouvez ouvrir le micro, s'il vous plaît.
Again, nothing?
Et il n'y a rien, pas de questions? On peut avancer?
I don't actually understand this whole Zoom layout, to be honest.
Donc, parfois, oui, la disposition de Zoom est un peu... Voilà. OK, Corma prière, c'est OK, on peut avancer, Dadaji. So, yeah, Dada, we can continue, please.
Okay, but the next thing is I teach one more song and we're done. If you want to ask a question, now is the time.
Can I ask a question out of Prabhat Sangeet?
Yes, sure.
Dada, you mentioned it by yourself in the beginning. It was just like a joke. I don't know. And is it true that Baba said you are the reincarnation of Jesus Christ?
Me?
Yes.
I never heard it.
This is going on in social media.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, well, Baba rarely said anything directly to one's face. You know, Baba did not think it was a good thing to praise somebody in front of them. And like I said, Baba was not himself very impressed with Jesus as a personality. So I don't know. I hope not. I hope not.
Alors, donc, je vais traduire en français. J'espère que je vais traduire correctement. Alors, j'ai posé la question parce que ça circule depuis plusieurs années, même dans les réseaux aujourd'hui, que Baba aurait dit que Dada, qui est avec nous, Dada Abhydevananda, qui est avec nous, était la réincarnation de Jésus. Donc, je lui ai posé directement la question. Dada dit que, en tout cas, Baba ne lui a jamais dit ça en face et que c'était pas le style de Baba de dire ce genre de choses face à cette personne ou quiconque. Et voilà, donc lui, Dada dit que lui, il espère ne pas être cette réincarnation-là. Yes, Dada, please.
Any other questions?
Est-ce qu'il y a d'autres questions? Parce que quand Dada va finir avec ça, il va prendre un dernier prabhat sangeet et puis il n'y aura plus de questions. Donc, vous êtes ouvert maintenant. Posez les questions, please.
Namaskar.
Brahma Shiva, yes?
Yeah. Je vais poser une question. Est-ce que Baba chantait lui-même tous ces prabhats-là lui-même?
Did Baba sometimes sing his own prabhat sangeet? Sometimes?
I think when he first gave a song, he would give the melody and then the words, and maybe he put the two together, but it was in a very private setting. He was dictating the songs to the song team, who then went and recorded it. But normally Baba did not sing the songs, but sometimes, yes, he would sing a few lines. Sometimes.
Donc voilà. Donc, Dada dit que Baba, en principe, donnait la mélodie, et puis il donnait le lyrique, les mots, et puis, enfin, il donnait le rythme, voilà, comment ça devait être chanté, mais c'était toujours dans un cadre vraiment privé. Et puis, il y avait une équipe des chansons qui faisait plus tard les enregistrements. Et quelquefois, c'est pas toujours, quelquefois Baba chantait quelques lignes. Voilà.
You have to keep in mind that there were, well, one morning, Baba started giving songs. We weren't expecting it. Everything came as a big surprise. Everything, whatever Baba gave, it was always, a surprise. And in the beginning, we had no idea where this was going. So we had 7 songs and we thought, okay, great. We got 1 song for every day of the week, and it got up to 12 songs and we thought 1 for every month, and then 30 songs and 1 for every day of the month, and on and on and on. And the workers, they would go to a studio and they would record it, very expensive. And that was all fine until, all of a sudden we had 1,000 songs and 2,000 songs, and they were thinking, we can't afford this, it's too much money. So in the beginning, Baba gave a song and he would explain the melody comes from this part of the world mixed with this melody from this part and at this time. And he would tell a lot about a song. And after a while, they all became Baba's songs. And we didn't know as much about where the songs came from, where the melodies came from.
Mhm.
And even Baba had no time to be singing all these songs, in public. It just 5,000 songs, it's a lot.
Mhm. Donc, au départ, au tout début, on va donner une chanson et on se disait que bon, mais il y a une chanson, on va chanter une chanson par jour. Après, c'est monté à 12 chansons, on s'est dit, ben, on va chanter une chanson par semaine et puis c'est monté à 30. On se disait on pouvait chanter une chanson par mois, etc., sans se fatiguer. Mais plus tard, Baba et puis les chanteurs allaient dans les studios, ils faisaient des enregistrements. Et puis, subitement, Baba commençait à augmenter le nombre de chansons. C'est passé à 1000, à 2000. Et puis, comme il faisait des enregistrements dans les studios les plus top de gamme, et il ne pouvait plus avoir de l'argent, mais Baba ne s'arrêtait jamais de continuer avec les chansons. Donc, parfois, au départ, Baba expliquait la mélodie. Mais cette mélodie venait de cette partie du monde, d'une autre partie du monde, et quand est-ce que ces mélodies se sont mixées pour en donner une nouvelle, etc., etc. Donc, au départ, les explications étaient très, très approfondies. Et plus tard, Baba a assoupli cela. Mais je ne sais pas si Baba lui-même, il avait le temps pour chanter plus de 5000 prabhat sangeet. Je ne sais pas. Yes, please, Dada.
Okay, if there are any other questions, please feel free to ask. And if not, we'll sing one more song.
D'autres questions? Soyez libres, posez-les. Yes, there is a question here on the chat. Si on doit traduire de l'anglais ou du français vers les langues locales, on va perdre beaucoup du sens. Okay, so if we have to translate from English or from French to local languages, aren't you sure, Dada, that we are going to lose much of the inner sense and the inner spirit?
We've had this problem from the beginning that we lose a lot, but we also gain a lot.
Okay. Donc, nous avons eu ce problème au départ. Ouais, évidemment, dans la tradition, nous perdons, oui, quelque chose, mais rassurez-vous, nous gagnons énormément. Yes,
What are you
Dada,
going
please.
to do? You don't want to lose, then you have to learn Bengali.
Donc, si vous ne voulez rien perdre, la seule option, c'est d'apprendre le bengali.
It's your choice. And
Donc,
I
c'est un
think
choix.
one day everybody will learn Bengali. I believe that.
Donc,
I strongly do.
Pour moi, c'est mon opinion personnelle. Je crois qu'un jour, les gens vont se retourner et seront obligés d'apprendre le bengali. Yes. Karma Priya, please. Vous pouvez poser la question, ouvrez le micro.
Go ahead.
Namaskar, Dadaji.
Namaskar.
Moi, le souci est que, comme dit tout à l'heure, je voulais poser ma question à la fin, mais malheureusement, comme Dadaji vient de le dire, il va encore interpréter un prabhat. Après, il va finir avec la conférence. Moi, là, ce que je suis perplexe avec les prabhats sangeet, c'est sur quel point. Nous, ici, on a un recueil de prabhat sangeet qu'on chante souvent avant de commencer le dharma chakra, bien avant de méditer à la maison. Moi, le problème que je devais savoir, c'est quelle posture mentale avoir, ou bien quelle aptitude adopter mentalement au moment de chanter un prabhat. Parce que chaque prabhat a ses vertus, chaque prabhat a ses qualités. Donc, je voulais un peu savoir si Dadaji peut donner quelques conseils sur l'attitude mentale quand on chante un prabhat. Qui, au fait, comme on le voit, surtout la posture mentale. C'est ça mon souci.
Yeah. Okay. So the question is, we have many. We do sing Prabhat Sangeet during collective meditation, individual meditations. But what can you advise us? What should be the mental attitude while singing Prabhat Sangeet, because there are so many meanings, but at the end, what should be the mental attitude?
It should be the same, or it should be similar to the lyrics of the song, what the song is saying. It's not like kirtan. Even in kirtan, the melody will also influence the way you feel and the way you think. But with Prabhat Sangeet, the words have meaning, and that will also determine your attitude. The point is, though, that not every song will work for you. I have no problem adjusting with all the songs. They work. You'd be surprised. Most of the songs, hard to say most, but most of the songs are good for men and women both. And then there are some songs that are really very much towards a woman. And there's some that are very much towards a man. But it doesn't matter to me. I can get into the thinking of a woman too. It doesn't hurt me. It works for me. But it should be, whatever you're feeling will be determined by what you're saying. You follow me? There's no one attitude works for all the songs.
OK. Donc, Dada est en train d'expliquer qu'il n'y a pas une attitude a priori, une attitude que vous prédéterminez pour toutes les chansons. Non. L'attitude que vous aurez sera ce que révèle la chanson, ce que le lyrique de la chanson traduit, parce que il y a les paroles spécifiquement choisies par Baba qui transmettent un certain nombre de vertus et d'attitudes auxquelles nous devons nous attacher. Donc, Dada donne des exemples. Il y a des Prabhat Sangeet qui sont un mix, égaux pour les femmes et les hommes. Il y en a d'autres qui sont juste orientés vers les hommes ou orientés vers les femmes. Mais c'est pas important. Le plus important, c'est cette espèce de liaison que vous aurez avec ces Prabhat Sangeet. Donc, c'est la raison pour laquelle Dada a dit au départ que nous devons au minimum connaître la signification lorsque nous sommes en train de chanter. Please, Dada.
Some songs are expressing longing, that you want to get him closer. And we'll sing a song like that. And some songs are just contemplating how great he is. And some songs you're feeling that, okay, Lord, whatever you want, I'll do it. Surrender. And some express determination. I will get this work done. And to appreciate the song properly, to appreciate the song, you need to have a sense of what the song is saying.
Yes.
And unfortunately, even in English, we did not have that. What to speak of in French or in any other language, because the translations were terrible, really terrible. Now, hopefully, they've improved, because I'm doing a work that Baba gave me to translate the songs, basically.
Donc, les chansons expriment beaucoup de choses. Dans certaines chansons, il y a l'expression du désir d'être proche de la conscience suprême. Il y a le désir de chanter la gloire de ce suprême. Parfois, le désir de l'abandon complet de soi, ou encore de la détermination. Alors, les traditions à ce niveau, ou la compréhension de ce que traduit le Prabhat Sangeet et cette compréhension est importante. Pas seulement parce que cela va nous aider dans non seulement par la compréhension, mais aussi l'attitude que nous aurons envers cette chanson. Alors, les traductions n'ont pas été très, très bonnes très longtemps, ça fait très longtemps, mais ni en anglais, ben, combien de fois en français? Alors, aujourd'hui, je suis en train, Dada est en train de faire une retraduction des Prabhat Sangeet. Oui, c'est un travail que Dada fait depuis presque, je crois, 5 à 7 ans. Et donc, il est en train de faire une espèce de renderisation un peu, beaucoup plus proche des significations que nous connaissons. Donc, c'est un devoir, c'est un travail que Baba lui a demandé de faire et il est en train de le faire religieusement. Yes, Dada, please.
Yeah, so I was saying that, yes, if you translate from English into French, for example, you will lose something, sure. It's much better if you can translate from Bengali into Francais. But if you cannot, then you have to do from Bangla,
English.
from Bengali to some other language that you understand, normally English, and from English to Francais. And in fact, most of the books in French, most of the books in Francais were translated not from Bengali, but from English. This is a fact.
Yes.
It's just the way it happens. I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying that better, of course, to learn Bengali. And I think you can learn Bengali. It just takes time. And you will pick it up as you go along. I think the whole world will learn Bengali from Prabhat Sangeet.
Yes. Donc, lorsque nous traduisons, par exemple, de l'anglais vers le français, oui, on perd quelque chose. Mais on devrait se dire également que nous gagnons beaucoup plus. Et l'idéal serait de traduire du bengali vers le français ou du bengali directement en d'autres langues, par exemple en swahili. Mais nous n'avons pas encore cet idéal. Alors, beaucoup de livres, comme Dada le dit, qui sont aujourd'hui en français, ont été traduits de l'anglais et quelqu'un a traduit du bengali vers l'anglais et aujourd'hui, nous traduisons de l'anglais vers d'autres langues. Alors, voilà. Please, Dada?
Yeah, so that's all I can suggest. For now, we now have almost 1,000 translations into Spanish. Would you believe?
Wow.
Almost 1,000 songs are translated into Spanish.
Donc, il y a près de 1000 chansons qui sont déjà traduites en espagnol. Et donc, Dada, are you the one doing this or the one from directly from Bangla to Spanish?
No, I'm doing from Bangla into English. And then people are taking the English and translating into Spanish.
OK. Donc, il y a les traductions. Bon, Dada va de l'original du bengali vers l'anglais et d'autres personnes prennent cette version vraiment beaucoup plus sophistiquée vers la traduction en espagnol ou d'autres langues. Voilà.
Is it perfect? No. But it's a lot better than what it was when you had no translations, right?
Yeah. Est-ce que c'est l'idéal? Non. Mais au moins, nous avons quelque chose beaucoup plus bien que ce que nous avions auparavant. D'autres questions pour Dada? Ouvrez le micro. Do you have any questions for Dada, please?
Namaskar, Dada.
Namaskar.
I just wanted to say that I think sometimes we have to, I don't know how to say this, to let ourselves lead by the melody. Because if you say without a meaning, I know it's difficult if you don't understand what you're singing, but there are some songs when you sing it, even you don't know the meaning, but you still feel the vibration of the song.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's-
Maybe, and as long as you don't know what it means, and as long as no one else knows what it means, everybody will be blissfully ignorant.
Yeah, because if you want for everybody to speak, to understand Bengali and then start singing Prabhat Sangeet, then we are not going to see this time, you know?
Actually, Bengali is very easy to learn. Surprisingly easy to learn with prabhat sangeet, but impossible to learn from books. At least that was how it was with me.
Donc, les prabhat sangeet, c'est difficile d'apprendre. Non, c'est facile d'apprendre, très, très facile d'apprendre, mais facile d'apprendre à partir des prabhat sangeet. Voilà, c'est mon expérience. Mais encore plus difficile d'apprendre à partir des livres.
I didn't learn any Bengali by reading books, you know, that teach Bengali. I never learned it. I couldn't learn it from books. But with
Donc,
prabhat
je n'ai
sangeet,
jamais
I
appris
can
le
learn
bengali à
Bengali.
partir des livres. Donc, à partir des livres, je n'ai jamais pu, mais je l'ai fait à travers les prabhat sangeet. Incroyable.
In 1980,
Mhm.
1980, oh, long time ago,
Mhm.
before Baba even gave prabhat sangeet,
Mhm.
I was already trying to learn Bengali, but
Mhm.
going nowhere. Wasn't working.
Mhm.
I would read a book, introductory book, and at the end of the book, I would have to start all over again because nothing stuck.
Mhm.
So,
Alors, dans les années 80, j'avais un désir d'apprendre le bengali, donc j'ai eu des livres, j'ai commencé à lire, et puis des livres introductifs sur le bengali, et puis je finissais, et puis je n'avais rien à la tête, et puis je devais recommencer, ben vraiment, c'était de la torture.
and back in 1980, I was already fed up with the whole organization. I was really tired of it too. I'd been high and low and, you know, so much politics in Ananda Marga. Even when Baba was here, it was too much.
Mhm. Donc, en 1980, j'étais vraiment j'étais fatigué de cette organisation. J'avais déjà tout fait. Et puis, vraiment, la politique, c'était pas mon fort. Même de vivant de Baba, cette politique était toujours présente et incroyable.
So one day, I could tell you the exact day, but it doesn't matter right now. One day I was in Calcutta and I went to Baba's house in Lake Gardens. And I was just walking in front of Baba's house, back and forth, thinking that Ramananda, Baba's personal assistant, he's the most lucky person in the world. He gets to be Baba's personal assistant. And, you know, I don't want to be in this organization anymore. I just want to be your personal assistant. And that was like maybe for an hour or two, I was walking in front of Baba's house with that thought in my head.
Donc, pendant ce moment, je connais le moment précis, mais ce n'est pas relevant. Alors, j'étais là, près de la maison de Baba, je faisais les 100 pas, et puis je pensais que Dada Ramananda était la personne la plus heureuse de ce monde parce qu'il était l'assistant personnel de Baba. Alors, pendant plusieurs heures, je marchais, je faisais les 100 pas près de la maison de Baba avec cette même pensée.
So that night, Baba calls me for field walk.
Alors, cette nuit-là, Baba m'appelle pour la marche.
And so when I went with Baba on field walk, Ramananda would take a vacation. And what happened was we went out that night. Baba sits in the back seat, and I'm sitting next to Baba in the back seat of the car. And there were two young Bengali students. They were like university level in the front seat.
Okay.
And the whole time,
yes, Dada, continue, please.
The whole time we were driving, Baba's talking to them in Bengali.
Donc, pendant ce temps, alors, lorsque nous avons cette nuit-là, Baba a dit, OK, j'allais faire partie de ceux qui allaient faire la marche du soir. Et donc, j'étais assis derrière la voiture de Baba. Et puis, devant, il y avait deux jeunes hommes bengalis, des étudiants. Ils étaient pratiquement, ils avaient un niveau universitaire. Mais tout au long de notre chemin, Baba parlait uniquement en bengali. Yes, Dada?
Then we got to the place where Baba would normally get out of the car and go walking. But it had been raining that afternoon. And so Baba we just opened the door. We means I opened the door. Baba put his feet out on the ground, sitting there, and I gave Baba his coconut water. And finally, Baba said something to me. Finally.
Alors, yeah. Donc, nous sommes arrivés au point où on stationnait la voiture et puis pour continuer avec la marche. Alors, cette nuit-là, il avait plu torrentiellement et donc j'ouvre la porte pour que Baba sorte et Baba met un pied sur le sol et je lui tends son eau de coco. Et finalement, Baba me dit quelque chose, mais dans une langue que je comprenais, en anglais.
He said something in English.
Yeah, en anglais, oui.
Baba said, Abhydevananda, tonight I am speaking Bengali.
Et Baba lui dit, Abhydevananda, cette nuit, je parle en bengali.
I said, yes, Baba, I know. I am also trying to learn Bengali.
Et donc, je réponds à Baba, oui, Baba, je sais. Je suis également en train de m'efforcer à apprendre le bengali.
Baba said, very good. Then I can make you PA number 3, my personal assistant number 3.
Et donc, Baba répond, ben, c'est très, très bien. Dans ce cas, continue, je pourrais, si tu l'apprends bien, je pourrais te faire mon assistant personnel numéro 3.
And
yes,
I was
Dada?
very happy. I was really very happy. I thought, okay, great. Now all I have to do is learn Bengali.
Donc, j'étais très content, vraiment content. Donc, la seule chose qui me restait, c'était juste un petit pas. Ce petit pas, c'était apprendre le bengali.
So I went and I started reading my introductory Bengali books again.
Et donc, je suis reparti de nouveau lire les livres introductifs sur le bengali, mais rien du tout. Je ne mémorisais pratiquement rien.
Nothing stuck.
Yeah.
Baba gave prabhat sangeet. I couldn't get into it. It wasn't for me. Yeah. Only about 8-10 years ago, I thought, well, it's hard to explain why, but I started to translate prabhat sangeet. And finally, I've learned Bengali. Finally. it happened that the Bengali was getting learned. So yes, if you translate Bengali into English and then you do from English into French, it's not perfect. But I guarantee that this is a great way to learn Bengali. You'll learn the Bengali, and later you'll start translating from Bengali into French, if you like.
Yeah.
And then you'll understand what the songs are really about. Maybe you did before, maybe not, but this way you'll definitely understand.
Alors, j'ai commencé à apprendre rien vraiment. Alors, Baba, par la suite, a donné les prabhat sangeet. Et donc, même après cela, je ne m'y intéressais vraiment pas. Alors, il n'y a que 8 à 10 ans de cela que je me suis dit que, OK, maintenant, je peux commencer à m'intéresser au prabhat sangeet. Et c'est comme ça que j'ai appris le bengali.
Actually, let me be more humble. The fact is that no translation of Prabhat Sangeet will be perfect. It can't be.
Oui.
There's always
Donc, voilà.
some
Je peux vous garantir que
there's always
Yes,
some
please,
interpretation. So, but you'll have a better idea about what the song means. Better.
Donc,
I can't say you'll
je
understand it,
peux
but
vous
it'll be
garantir
better.
qu'il n'y aura pas de traduction parfaite du bengali, mais vous aurez une notion plus élevée de la compréhension. Yes.
Prabhat Sangeet it's like Baba's books on philosophy. It's so deep that there are levels, layers and layers of meaning. And I'll give you an example. You know, this is what month are we in? August already. So very soon somebody's going to start sending out letters that we should not celebrate Mahaprayan Divas. And they'll start, you know, the usual propaganda will come out and go on and on. And people would ask me, is there any song that Baba gave for Mahaprayan Divas? And I didn't know of any. But yesterday morning, I translated a song, and it could well be a song for Mahaprayan Divas. It could well be about that very subject. So the more you understand Prabhat Sangeet, the more you will understand Baba, and the more you'll enter the world of mysticism. It's inevitable.
Yeah. OK. Donc, alors, lorsque il n'y a pas une signification comme ça préétablie des prabhat sangeet, il y a des couches très, très profondes, des niveaux élevés de compréhension de prabhat sangeet. Donc, tout récemment, nous sommes en août, et d'ici peu, vous aurez des gens qui vous enverront des lettres pour la célébration du Mahaprayan, et il y a des gens qui m'ont interrogé à ce niveau-là. Dada, est-ce que vous connaissez? Il y en a qui sont pour, il y en a qui sont contre. Les gens demandent, Dada, est-ce que vous connaissez un prabhat sangeet? J'ai toujours répondu non. Mais hier, j'ai traduit une chanson qui, à mon avis, reflèterait l'esprit du Mahaprayan. Yes, Dada, please.
Okay. So shall we wrap things up with one more song?
Alors, est-ce qu'on peut conclure avec une chanson? Dada, please, I would like to ask you a question. You had on the translation of Janome,
Yes.
there is one portion you translated there in English. I don't know if it's just poetic or it's. Can you share it again once more?
Certainly.
Okay. Yes. So, do you or don't you love? I know not if you love me. Okay. Okay. It's poetic. Okay, I understand. It's okay, Dada. Thank you so much.
Actually, what the Bengali says is Johnny, nah, I don't know. I know not. To me,
Yes, I know not.
you about me.
Yes.
And which is not really a sentence. You have to add if you love me. But it follows from the previous line.
Yes.
You or don't you love? I don't know if you love me.
Yes, yes.
Okay?
Yes, yes. Yes. Thank you so much.
No problem. Just
So we can go to the next.
okay, one more song. Let me just give you an idea. Espanol.
Espanol.
Just give you a picture of what can be done.
Yes.
These are all songs translated into Spanish.
Wow.
That's just first page, second page, third page. I haven't done it. So you have 3 pages. This is close to 1,000 songs right now.
Yes.
And the process is easy. You have the Bengali in Roman script, Latin script, then the English translation taken from Sarkar verse, and then the translation in Spanish. And if there were some notes, they're added too, and then the link to the song. And it's, like I said, not perfect, but it's a long way, much better than what was there before. And there's currently no other language that has so much translations except English, of course.
English.
English. Have we learned Tomake Kache Pe Chie Bar? Has anybody learned that one?
Can you?
Yeah, you're getting it. You know the song.
Okay. Yeah.
You can see it?
Yes.
Okay, so let's learn this song.
Okay.
The meaning. Tomake means you, but it's as an object, yourself.
Donc, nous allons apprendre cette chanson. Tomake veut dire vous comme un objet, l'extension de votre être.
Kache.
Oui.
Peichi, I have gotten a bar this time.
Okay.
This time,
please just continue that. Yes.
This time I have got you near. Kache peichi a bar. I have got you near, or I have got near this time. Okay? The word bar means time, and a bar this time.
Okay.
So this time I've got you near. And the whole spirit of this song is I've got you near this time, and this time I'm not going to let you go. I'm going to hold on and keep you.
Mhm.
Jotoi bashta taco. Jotoi, however much. Bashta, busy, engaged. Taco, you stay. Joto kaje roto taco, whatever work you're engaged in.
Mhm.
Charibona sahajayar. Sahajayar. Charibo means I won't give you up. I won't give up. I
Yes.
won't set you free. I won't let you go.
Mhm.
Sahaje means easily.
Yes.
Again, okay?
Yes.
Kaj Chocolari Ache. To everybody, for everybody, of everybody, there is work. Ache, there is Kaj, work. Kaj
Mhm.
Shara, without work. K Roy H.A. Who has remained in this world without work?
Mhm.
Kaje Tei Chole Sangsar. Sangsar means Sangsar means the world of worldly duties, worldly activity.
Yes.
Moves the samsara, the world moves kaje te, with work only.
Mhm.
Or actually the word kaj means many things. It can mean work, it can mean action, it can mean deeds. So if nobody's doing anything, the world is going nowhere. To me, kaj koro lukie dara Parivar baye. Okay, baye means fear, in fear.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Parivar of being able to be dora caught, in fear of getting caught. To me, you do work in hiding. You don't do it openly, you do it from behind the scenes.
Yes.
Doriachi Lila Tomar. Doriachi, and this is actually Baba giving some new verb forms and verb meanings. Actually, Bengali has many old forms as well as modern forms, and so Doriachi is actually, if it were old Bengali, it might have mean I have understood, I have grasped, I have held, I've understood. Lila Tomar, your Lila, but in Baba's more modern Bengali, it means I am understanding. I'm understanding your game now. And because I've understood your play, how you work, I've understood that you like to stay in hiding so that you don't get caught. You came to this world for 69 years or whatever it was, and who even knew that you were here? I've understood the way you operate, and so Kache Peyechi Ebar, this time I've got you near, and I'm not going to let you go. Okay? Charibona Sahajayar. I won't set you free again easily. I won't give you up again.
Yes.
I'm going to hold on to you this time. So the spirit of this song is a determination to hold on to him.
Yes.
He came close. I've got him and I'm going to hold on. Nobody was able to do it, by the way. We can do it in our minds, but physically it was never possible.
Yes.
We would go to see Baba in India, and Baba would put us through reporting, and we would get beaten, and get these incredible targets. And it was so great to come close to Baba, and it was also so great to go away. It was a relief sometimes to go away also. But the idea here is I'm not going to give you up.
Yes. Donc, l'idée centrale de cette chanson, c'est la détermination. Mais je te laisserai plus dès le moment que je me suis emparé de toi, je te laisserai plus aller, plus jamais, même avec beaucoup de difficultés ou de facilité, je te laisserai plus jamais aller. Yes, Dada, please.
All right. I hope the sound will be okay.
Yes.
তোমাকে কাছে পেয়েছি এবার, তোমাকে কাছে পেয়েছি এবার, কাছে পেয়েছি এবার, কাছে পেয়েছি এবার, তোমাকে কাছে পেয়েছি এবার। যতই ব্যস্ত থাকো, যত কাজে রত থাকো, যতই ব্যস্ত থাকো, যত কাজে রত থাকো, ছাড়িব না সহজে আর, ছাড়িব না সহজে আর, কাছে পেয়েছি এবার, তোমাকে কাছে পেয়েছি এবার। কাজ সকলেরই আছে, কাজ ছাড়া কে রয়েছে, কাজ সকলেরই আছে, কাজ ছাড়া কে রয়েছে, কাজেতেই চলে সংসার, কাজেতেই চলে সংসার, কাছে পেয়েছি এবার, তোমাকে কাছে পেয়েছি এবার। তুমি কাজ করো লুকিয়ে, ধরা পরিবার ভয়ে, কাজ করো লুকিয়ে, ধরা পরিবার ভয়ে, ভরিয়াছি নীলা তোমার, ভরিয়াছি নীলা তোমার, কাছে পেয়েছি এবার, তোমাকে কাছে পেয়েছি এবার, কাছে পেয়েছি এবার, কাছে পেয়েছি এবার, তোমাকে কাছে পেয়েছি এবার, তোমাকে কাছে পেয়েছি এবার।
Baba's voice was not, that high. This is the voice of Priya Shivananda,
Mhm.
and he sang it like very high compared to the way Baba would sing it.
Donc, l'intonation de Baba n'était pas très, très haute. Donc, la gamme dans laquelle Baba chantait ou s'exprimait n'était pas haute. Donc, cette voix est celle de Dada Priya Shivananda et qui a augmenté un peu la gamme de cette chanson.
But that's fine. I mean, it was fine also. It's just a different key.
Donc, c'est juste, c'est aussi très bien. C'est juste une espèce de... C'est une autre note. Voilà.
So, thank you. It's been a pleasure. I think
Donc,
we're supposed
je vous
to
remercie grandement.
finish
C'est un
now.
grand plaisir pour nous. Donc, j'espère que vous avez aimé. Nous allons terminer maintenant.
Did I have some small question?
Okay.
Just wanted to ask, what happened when we sing the song not pronouncing the words properly? Is there something?
No, forget it. I speak Bengali with an American accent. And you can speak with whatever accent you want.
Okay.
My thinking is that, first of all, these are not Bengali songs. This is not standard Bengali. And the songs are not a part of Bengali literature. This is world literature. English is currently the lingua franca for the world, but English will go, and some other language will take its place. I think probably Bengali. But in any event, around the world, everybody speaks English differently.
Yeah.
It's not just British English that is the correct pronunciation. And the same applies with Bengali. Forget it. It's nice. Bengalis think they could control prabhat sangeet. They cannot.
Yeah, OK.
Thank you,
Donc, je vais
Dada.
traduire
Thank you.
rapidement. Donc, oui, donc Didi Chouati demandait, est-ce qu'il y a une espèce d'intonation pour chanter le prabhat sangeet, est-ce qu'on doit obligatoirement chanter comme un Bengali? Donc, Dada dit, non, absolument non. Donc, ces chansons-là ne sont pas contenues dans la littérature bengali. Ce n'est pas les chansons traditionnelles de l'Inde comme on connaît. Non, ces chansons sont des chansons universelles. Et donc, la manière dont s'exprime d'une façon universelle, l'anglais, par exemple, c'est la langue la plus étendue, mais on ne peut pas dire qu'il y aurait une seule façon, la manière britannique de parler l'anglais. Non, il y a plusieurs façons de parler l'anglais. La même chose s'applique pour le bengali. Et donc, voilà, c'est ça la réponse de Dada. Okay, Dadaji, thank you so much. Yes, please. Thank you so much for coming back once more.
My pleasure.
It was very instructive and well done. And just to encourage you to continue doing just this work, it's really impressive. Thank you so much.
Baba's grace. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Namaskar.
Bonne soirée à tous.
Namaskar.